I get that question a bunch. Do you miss it? Do you miss it? Do you miss it? When the season starts, do you start getting, and I don't. If you'd have asked me prior to going into the NFL, or even my first couple of years, Brett, what do you think will be the deciding factor on whether you continue playing or not? Will it be the physical or the mental? And I would have said, by far, the physical. I mean, I love to play this game. But mentally, the stress to be good week in and week out. The expectations that I placed upon myself, not to mention the expectations that everyone else had, were just, they were too great to, I mean, there was no way I could surpass them. And no matter how good I played, the next week had to be better. And that's the mentality that drives you. But it also it drove me bananas. Yeah. And you have to be good at practice. You have to be good in meetings. You have to, I mean, it was stressful. When you won, it was, oh, okay. But it was not, you couldn't really enjoy it. It was like, I gotta do better. Or the next team's coming in. And I mean, I was watching film right away. And it was like, why don't you just stop and enjoy it? But you couldn't. But when you lost, you can imagine how bad it was when you won. It made things worse. But when you lost, it stuck with you and still will stick with me. I mean, forever. I'll think about a loss rather than, 50 great wins. And I believe I have every reason to be content, more so than any other player. I never dreamed of 3 MVPs. I never dreamed of Pro Bowls. I never dreamed of Hall of Fame. I never dreamed of all those things. Don't get me wrong, they're great honors. I just dreamed of playing. How could I sit here and say there was anything else to prove? I mean, it was way more than I ever dreamed of, and then some. When I retired for real, or the last time, I had no clue what to expect the following season. Because I'd never been out of football. I didn't know what that feeling was going to be like until I did it. So there was nervousness on my part that, is this going to be doable, acceptable? And it was. And that told me I made the right decision. So I know. So I'm able to, I don't say what if, because I know. And do I think I could still throw? I mean, given time, I probably could get my arm in shape, but any former athlete think, oh, I can still dunk, or I can still, but.
Especially now, I mean, if we watch the game today and think, maybe we should
give
this team a call, and maybe they could use a guy.
Like I tell people now, if they promised they wouldn't hit me, I might consider.
They don't hit quarterbacks anymore, you know that.
They'd hit me. They would hit me.